Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to share my response to question number 2 from The Biggest Gift with you. The question says this: one of the themes in The Biggest Gift is thoughtfulness. Explain how the narrator and her brother show thoughtfulness. Support your answer with details from the story. My friends, this is a double question. There are 2 tasks that you have to complete, and I've noticed that some of us are still only doing the first thing that it tells us to do. Okay, so our new strategy is to highlight, underline, or circle the word "and" when we see it in our constructed response questions. This will help us remember to answer both parts of the question. Okay, so I'm going to restate and answer the question first, and then I'm going to use a detail to show how the narrator shows thoughtfulness and a detail to show how the brother shows thoughtfulness. Here's my response. Let me change my font so it's a little bit larger. And here we go. The narrator and her brother showed thoughtfulness in the gifts they got for each other. The narrator and her brother showed thoughtfulness in the gifts they got for each other. I've restated and answered my question. Now I need a supporting detail to show the gift the narrator got her brother, and then I need another supporting detail to show the gift that the brother got for the narrator. Okay? The text shows that the narrator purchased a new chess set for her brother because he had a missing piece. Okay? So I used one supporting detail to show how the narrator showed thoughtfulness. Something else you could have said was that the narrator purchased a slinky for her brother so that he would have something to smile about. That was also in the text. But you only needed one detail to show what the gift the narrator got for her brother. Let's put a detail to show how the brother was thoughtful. The text also shows that her brother learned her solo in order to help her with the part she kept messing up. Okay, so this supporting detail shows how the brother was thoughtful. These details show how the narrator and her brother were considerate of each of one another. I used different word choice. I used the word considerate instead of using the word thoughtful again, but it means the same thing. Let me read through my response and make sure I answered both parts of the question, and I used details from the text. The narrator and her brother showed thoughtfulness in the gifts they got for each other. The text shows that the narrator purchased a new chess set for her brother because he had a missing piece. The text also shows that her brother learned her solo in order to help her with the part she kept messing up. These details show how the narrator and her brother were considerate of one another. I'd like to point out to you that it doesn't say this word for word. It says that she purchased a new chess set for him, and it talked about how he had a missing piece and he was using his army piece, but it wasn't stated as one whole sentence in the text like this. I put the pieces of the information together. This is called a think and search question. I had to put the pieces together to come up with my response. Same with this. And nowhere are you going to see in the text word for word, her brother learned her solo in order to help her with the part she kept messing up. I had to read the whole last part of the story, and I figured out that's what happened. Okay? All right, and this is a 2-point response.